You mentioned to me, because I didn't realize Oladipo played shooting guard, but you mentioned to me that they had the worst shooting guard play, or second to worst.
They had the worst shooting guard play in the league.
And
when you look at their two guards on that roster, you can see why.
Yeah, Deion Waiters and
Andre Roberson.
Right.
You can see why.
Sure.
Despite the fact they balled in the conference final.
And please, let's be very clear. Before Roberson, it was Thabo Cephalosha. So let's not pretend like this just wasn't their strategy, like that get a shooting guard, because they had Kevin Durant.
Right.
Who, filled the void of them points.
Right.
So,
so was that a move that Sam Presti did to try to keep Durant there?
No, I think that Ibaka was due for some money, and they knew they weren't going to pay him.
Yeah. And plus, that dude belonged in the post. I don't care what you tell me. Stop shooting threes, man.
Yeah, well, he
need to get back in the post.
Yeah, he definitely fell off since he was first in the league and first.
Yeah, when he had the reputation for blocking shots and playing good defense.
He's definitely he's definitely dropped since then.
Definitely.
So. But when money time came up, they would have had to pay him.
Yeah.
So that's. So
sounds like something they didn't want to get.
They didn't want to pay him. Oladipo's a younger guy. Hasn't really proven himself as far as contract money, so he gets a little time to try to prove himself.
Yep. Still some upside.
Definitely upside. This is like third year, right?
I think it's his third year, something like that. Second or third year. Yeah.
Yeah. So he had time. He certainly could have. Gotten better, and they may not have been second worst shooting guard play.
Right.
So I think that was just more about a money thing. At the end of the day, though, man, as far as I didn't really think nothing about it. I mean, as far as
it looked good while Durant was still trying to make his decision.
It didn't.
It looked good until
it didn't make me feel no kind of way, because
Durant said, "Hey,
Oladipo, I'm not super, I ain't saying he's some cut.
He's a shooter. He's not LeBron. He's just a guy that can shoot. Look, the Thunder are in trouble. They're in big trouble here. It sounds like it's clear to everybody that Russell Westbrook is going to leave the Thunder after the season. So here's, I'm gonna put the GM hat on for a second here, for the Thunder here. If I'm Sam Presti, I really got to think
trade
really
his ass right now
and hard about trading him. Right this second.
Trade him.
And here's the reason why I say that. You got teams out there like the Lakers, even my Knicks have been talking about wanting to get his hands on him. They made the cap room and all that stuff. We'll get to them a little later. They have these two teams actually have the assets to make a trade happen. The only problem is that if I'm the Knicks or the Lakers, I would sit back and say, why would I give up assets when he's a free agent? Why don't I wait till he's a free agent? This way. Like if I'm the Knicks and I got Porzingis, and I got some draft picks, why give that up when you can risk it? It'll be a big risk.
Well, it won't be that big of a risk. Let's say this. It depends on how the season goes.
Yeah, exactly.
It definitely depends on how the season goes.
And it depends on how fast Sam Presti pulls a trigger on it. Because if they start out the gate like, I don't know, 1-7, 1-8,
he's gonna have to lock him up.
Yeah,
he's gonna have to lock him up.
Yeah, but if they get out to like an 8-1 record and they feel like, okay, you know what, we got something going,
and not go further, because 8-1, that's kind of early in the season.
Yeah,
let's say more like 25 games in. Let's say like 18-7
or 20-5.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and Oladipo was fitting in well.
Yeah, because Oladipo's averaging about 16 points a game. I just looked up. So
right.
If he's still somewhere in that category, Russell Westbrook is obviously going to get his like 20 to 25 a game.
Yep.
So if he's still somewhere, and if they're still somewhere in there, that backcourt looking good. But still, I mean, really, I'm really at a. They're still in trouble. Like, who's gonna?
Yeah, no. Look, they're still in trouble because you let them walk. you've let 2 superstars go and not get nothing in return.
And he's still in Oklahoma City, so it's not like people really want to come and play
right
in Oklahoma City.
Right. You know,
I mean, the fans are good, I'm sure, but
and then even if you find somebody that you can trade with, that team's gonna be like, I'm just gonna wait till you're a free agent because I'm not gonna give up my goods. Like if you're the Lakers,
I think
I'm not gonna give up Brandon Ingram.
Lakers in New York wouldn't do it.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
But could I see shit? Houston make him.
The Rockets.
I mean, I don't really care for what they did in free agency, but you could tell they're trying to make a push towards being relevant.
Right.
So maybe they wouldn't do it, but the Nets. You don't think the Nets would send 3 players over there and get Russell Westbrook?
Good point.
Yeah,
New York City.
The Brooklyn Nets wouldn't send.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't even know who the hell play for them no more because I know Jack is gone,
Jeremy
Thaddeus
Lin
Young is gone, right?
With them.
So if you telling me they wouldn't send, is Plumlee still there? The Mason?
No, he's in Portland.
Portland. What's the other Plumlee?
Can't remember the guy's name.
Okay,
I can't remember.
Okay, so you obviously don't play for Brooklyn, but
right.
You know, whoever the hell is there.
They stripped the rock. I mean,
if
Brook Lopez is still there.
If you send their top 3 players, the top 2 players in a draft pick to Oklahoma City for Russell Westbrook, you know,
and you got to be confident that he's going to sign with you long term. Also,
sure, but this year they'd send 3 of their guys right now for.
It wouldn't surprise me.
They do it because they know that it's not a big chance that when he becomes a free agent, that they would be like, yo, here's another good example. Detroit Pistons. Telling me the Detroit Pistons wouldn't send them to the... You telling me they wouldn't send 3 players over there?
Dude, that would... Yo, you know the little history between Reggie Jackson and Westbrook, right?
Right.
That
you telling me they wouldn't send him over there?
That would piss him off, yo. And quite frankly, who cares?
Yeah, right. You telling me they wouldn't
You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
truth
be
told, I wouldn't be surprised if they sent Reggie Jackson ass over there.
Back over to OKC.
Back over to OKC.
Yeah. You never know. You never know.
So it's teams that would do it. It just wouldn't be.
It's just a matter of, is he going to commit to them long term? Like these other teams that you talk about, the Detroits, the Houstons.
But see, Detroit.
It'll be a rental.
It would be a rental. But if Detroit like their chance that, him, Drummond, whoever the hell else is on the team,
maybe make a run to the conference final.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And and in the East, you put Russell Westbrook on any team pretty much in the East.
I think that's a 7-game series.
You're making a run. Right.
Yeah.
You're making a run.
I think that is a legit 7-game series.
Well, because I don't even know nobody on the bench for Detroit. So I don't know that.
Well, yeah, I had bad things to say about the bench.
So I don't know if it's a 7-game series, but all I'm saying is that they are legitimate contenders for the Eastern Conference Finals if Westbrook goes to pretty much any team in the East.
Yeah,
much.
That's true.
Like
that's true.
Right now, if they went to Orlando. Right now, if he went to Orlando, and I'm not saying that Orlando's a team.
Right.
They wouldn't send 3 guys right now. Just because they've been picking up pieces.
Right.
But if you sent 3 guys over there for Russell Westbrook,
they're making the playoffs.
Eastern Conference Finals. Like they're contenders. They're strong contenders.
The Magic.
They're strong contenders for the Eastern Conference Finals.
I don't know about the Magic though. I don't know. Well, he would pair back again with Ibaka. You'd be back with Ibaka.
It's Elfrid Payton.
He'll be off the bench.
Oh, they probably would send him to OKC to be honest.
Well, yeah.
But they got little small pieces,
right? And Vogel's there,
right?
So yeah,
they got pieces.
That's true.
All that to say is that Russell they tried to get him to negotiate early, and he made it very clear. Nah, I'm not. Nah, we gonna wait till the end of the season.
Right.
Yeah. So they in a situation, and truth be told, I don't see why he wouldn't just say fuck it, because the nucleus is broken up.
It's gone. Yeah, it's gone. And if you're saying Presti, trade him now. Find somebody.
Trade him.
Even if it's difficult.
Yeah.
Even if you got teams.
It's going to be difficult.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be difficult.
It's going to be difficult.
Teams not going to want to give up that much after. Wait, so
well,
I got a 1-year rental.
I'd say. Well, but that's the thing. He's got to go somewhere where it's like, damn, I could stay here, like Miami.
Exactly.
Miami.
Exactly.
If Miami sent Dragic and I don't know sent Dragic with not Hassan Whiteside, but Udonis Haslem.
Right.
Then, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just sent, and a young guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I get that. I totally get that. So, what was you about to say?
Nah, the Thunder, they're not looking good, man. That's all I was gonna say, man. They're not looking good.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, man.
So, like we said, the powerhouses obviously the Golden State Warriors. Not the Mavericks. I'm sorry, the San Antonio Spurs are old.
Getting Gasol to me just is not going to do it for me.
Yeah, Tim Duncan, for all intents and purposes, seems like he about to retire.
Yeah, he tried to announce that kind of quietly from what I heard over the holiday weekend.
But it's not.
Even if he goes, Ginobili will probably still be there.
Ginobili said he's playing.
Parker's still going to be there.
But it's like,
and are you getting younger? I know Kawhi's there. I know Marcus
cool.
Aldridge is there. That's cool. And then you just traded Boris D out just to make room to get Gasol.
Exactly.
So it's like you're trading old for old.
It's like you're trading old for old, and it's like what? I mean, Kawhi Leonard and Marcus Aldridge is really all you got to look forward to.
Right.
Let's not pretend like Tony Parker has been.
I can't even put him in the same stratosphere
as Golden
State right now.
Yeah, Tony Parker is a marginal point guard. That's what he's turned into.
Right. I'll never doubt Greg Popovich, but man.
Yeah, I'll doubt Greg Popovich.
I'll do it for you. I won't doubt Greg Popovich. I'll doubt the roster in comparison to what Golden State's going to bring to the table.
It's really, I mean, give him.
I'll doubt that roster, but
give Steve Kerr give him another trophy, man.
Steve Kerr got some work to do.
I'll be honest with you, man.
He got outcoached.
Well, this is what's for certain. It ain't going to be no whole bunch of strategy that's going to outdo the Warriors at this point. It's going to be the players on the floor not doing what they're supposed to be doing. It's not going to be no whole bunch of out coaching.
Right.
It's really not difficult.
Yeah. How do you defend?
You're not
Clay,
going to
Steph, Durant,
and
Green,
and
Iguodala.
And again, here's the piece. Well, he's not going. David West is going to be the center. I don't see why he's not
starting. Give him toughness.
Yeah, I don't see why he's not starting. So then they're going to be a little bit tougher with Draymond. Because let's be clear, Draymond, like David West back in his day was obviously without the offensive game, but that kind of defensive presence. He was that guy back. And,
he was like that Draymond back in the day.
I mean, not as good, but he was like that guy.
Yep.
So now Draymond got that help. They still are going to put all the attention on Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry. So Draymond Green is still going to be getting these wide open threes. Who you going to put LeBron on at this point? Who's LeBron going to guard? You going to say he going to guard Steph Curry? Okay, well, let's be very clear. Kyrie can't deal with Kevin Durant defensively.
Well, no.
You know what I'm saying?
LeBron can deal with Durant.
Right, but what it seems like it is happening, they be wanting to put the Shumpers, the longer guys on Steph Curry because he's smaller.
Right.
So it's like, all right, you're not gonna leave Shumpert in the rotation, but for so long. That Tristan Thompson thing was cute, but now you got David West and Draymond in the paint.
Yeah, that's true.
Kevin Durant is, for all intents and purposes, the second best flat-out shooter in the game behind Steph Curry. You could maybe argue between him and Klay Thompson, but pure shooting, Kevin Durant is A1.
Is there a clear mismatch between Cleveland and Golden State?
Let's be very clear.
Because the center position, I feel like's a wash. I feel like.
Whoever plays shooting guard for the Cleveland Cavaliers,
JR, if it's JR,
Klay Thompson is going to eat J.R. Smith's lunch. Just offensively. Now, J.R. Smith is a rhythm shooter, so he might be able to give him something back every now and then.
JR ain't going to back down.
No, he ain't going to back down, but mentally he makes a lot of mistakes defensively.
And when he doesn't shoot the ball well, he can't give you anything else on the floor.
Shooter. He had one good game. He had one good game in the finals.
Right.
So, I mean, what can you say? Like you got to get him going. If
That
he doesn't
would
get
be-
going, he's not there.
That would be the clear mismatch. Is probably at the 2 spot. I think everywhere else on the floor, I think you're kind of even everywhere else. I worry though. Just one little worry.